Good morning from Alton Towers. It's July 2017 and I'm here with Charlotte for a day here at the UK's biggest theme park. It's a special day for me and Charlotte today, isn't it? Tell the viewers why.
It's our anniversary today.
Our 4th anniversary.
4 years.
And if it wasn't for Alton Towers, we wouldn't have met, would we? So we thought it would be quite romantic today and we'd come and spend the day at the place where we first met, Alton Towers. I mean, let's tell a little bit about the story. I mean, we were both there watching Smiler being built, weren't we?
Yeah.
Because obviously it was delayed opening, a lot of it was being built during the season. We were both down there, and Charlotte was down there watching it as well.
Yes.
And we just got talking and stuff, didn't we, really? And here we are, 4 years on, back at the place where we first met. So yeah, join us for a day at Alton Towers, our summer vlog from the park. I say summer, it's raining at the moment. It's not supposed to be like this all day, so hopefully the weather will pick up. Well, the first thing you might have noticed here from the opening shots is, of course, you got the hearse, the Halloween hearse is out, yeah, Patch is out and all the different Scarefest characters. You might be thinking, what? It's only July, but each year Alton Towers put this out early to promote the Halloween Scarefest event, which starts on the 7th, 8th, 14th, 15th to the 20th, and also then to the 31st of October. So Scarefest dates for this year. But yeah, this is nice to see out again. I mean, this has been out for years, even before it was called Scarefest. I mean, Scarefest launched in 2007. It's actually the 10th Scarefest this year. Before that, it was just Alton Towers Halloween Spooktacular, and they still used to put this out. It didn't have all the characters and things on it, but this has got quite a bit of heritage here for Halloween at the park, and it's good to see it out here. And later on in the vlog, I want to take you on board some of our favourite rides at the park and showing plenty of off-ride shots. We'll have a look at the construction for this year's Scarefest over in Alton Towers itself. It's going to be a good day. 4 years, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
4 years in Alton Towers. Let's go. So we're just on our way up to Forbidden Valley. I thought we'll stop by Secret Weapon 8 and have a little look at what's going on today. We've got a new crane. Steve Foster's got some competition today. We've got this one, Dewsbury and Proud, just here. They're actually lifting some more steel into the large theming structure just there. Nothing else has really happened here in terms of structure since I did an update a couple of days ago, but hopefully we'll get a bit more work taking place today, and I will do a separate construction update. Over at the station there as well, it seems that they are starting to put some of the roof tiles in on there. Different to what was said in the plans, because originally that was going to be a wicker roof, I believe, from the plan application. So already we're starting to see a few little differences. It's going to be really interesting to see this ride once it's complete. We'll come back down a little bit later on and see what's happening down here at SW8. Let's go up to Nemesis, Secret Weapon 3. You wouldn't think it was some holidays, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
It's very quiet today, yeah, concerningly quiet. I mean, look at this, no one making the way down to Nemesis. Simply the Beast since 1994. Just a couple of people down there at the bottom, and it says a 0-minute wait for Nemesis. Can't even hear it going round at the moment.
Well, because nobody to ride.
Yeah, not very good. But yeah, a lot of people always ask what Secret Weapon 1 and Secret Weapon 2 were at Alton Towers. They were actually rides that were never built, that were designed for the site where Nemesis is. There we go, just come out the station now. Yeah, they were rides that were never built. They were like pipeline coasters. They looked awful, to be honest. I'm so glad that we got a B&M invert instead. And you look at Nemesis, it still is one of the best rides out there in the world. The landscaping and just the feel of being there, especially on the back row or the front row. Back row for the intensity, front row for the views, and as your legs really feel like they're going to bash against the rock. And you look how close you get to all the rock work around here and all the waterfalls trickling down. It is a fantastic coaster. Let's get on board. Now you might have noticed from the off-ride shots that I've just shown you that Nemesis is actually missing its wheel covers at the moment. Looks really interesting to see it like that. I've only ever seen it like that a couple of times before. Quite rare to actually see the trains without those on. Good ride on Nemesis though, that on the back row. The rain's eased off now. It's only light anyway, really, but always runs better when it's a bit moist, the track, don't you
I
think?
thought it was horrible.
Yeah, it's an awful photo. I always want it. Oh.
Like cannibal.
I'm sure you were putting that on.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah. How was your ride on Nemesis?
Right.
You're not a big fan, are you? Tell the viewers, what do you like about Nemesis?
Too intense.
Yeah, too intense. Well, that's a good thing,
I'm
though.
just there like,
But you can see why people like the intensity,
Yeah,
can't you? Like,
absolutely.
we love it. Like, you just don't get that feeling on other coasters. I mean, it's just so intense. I think for intensity, B&M and Intamin as well are both really good manufacturers, and you get some really good forces, especially after doing the Intamin Megalite over at Happy Valley on the Asia trip. It might not have been a very good park, but I did enjoy the Megalite for airtime. It was good and really intense. But yeah, I do enjoy these B&M inverts, and obviously yesterday we had the news about Dragon Challenge closing at Universal. Charlotte never got to ride that, unfortunately. But that is two B&M inverts next to each other in Islands of Adventure. But quite an old ride really now, but for B&M, they normally keep going for a long time. I mean, Nemesis has been open since 1994 and it still keeps going and looks better than ever before at the moment with all the refresh and the station paint work. But yeah, I suppose it is quite sad for people who grew up with that ride when it actually jewelled. Me personally, I didn't get out to Florida until 2014, so I never got to actually see the ride jewelling, so to speak, when it was jewelling dragons. I only saw it after it became part of Hogsmeade in Harry Potter. But yeah, it's sad news for a lot of people, but me personally, I do look forward to seeing what replaces it over at Universal Orlando. After an awesome ride on Nemesis and the Blade, we're going on the other way mine train. Shoot, shoot. Really quiet in Katanga Canyon this morning. See you after the ride. Then on the runaway mine train. 1992 was a great year for family attractions at the park, with both the original haunted house and of course the mine train opening. However, unfortunately today, Emily Alton is #unavailable. Has got no signal. Oh dear, I've never actually seen that before. I think Jewel really needs some upgrades. There's Charlotte hiding, lurking in the shadows. Jewel really needs some upgrades. I mean, it's not looking in the best state at the moment, so I really hope that next year, as part of the Towers Love and Care programme, some money gets spent inside the attraction. Still love the atmosphere in the queue line, but it'd be so much better if they scrapped off the guns and put it back to how it once was. I do love this original soundtrack playing in here though. It's just a shame that it's mixed in with the video and audio from the screens.
this is my huge hairy creature.
What's he called?
Hairy.
And how much is it for your huge hairy creature?
£7 with annual pass discount available.
There we go. And how much does that make it with 20% off? Yeah, I'm not that good at maths either.
£6.20,
Yeah.
I think.
Is it? I don't know. I'm rubbish at maths. I can't even work that out.
It's 20p off every pound.
How was your ride on Jewel?
Awful. It's just not. It's not in a good way.
It's not in a good way. I mean, there was a few targets out that time as well. Normally all the targets are working at least. But I mean, with that ride, it's a really nice transit system in there. Like I say, opened in 1992. It's a really good transit system, and to be honest, it doesn't really have much downtime. It's normally quite reliable, and the effects in there as well. There's some good stuff when it works. I just think money needs spending on that in terms of making sure the effects are all working, maybe replacing a few bits, and just in general going around and refreshing it. To be honest, in terms of theming, it doesn't need anything much doing to it. Maybe a bit of new theming at the end, so to speak, and take out a few of the zombies. But in general, I think it's more take a few bits out than it is put more stuff in. Take a few of the bits what they added when it turned into Duel in 2003, take the guns off, put some new audio in there, maybe get Score to completely rework it. There used to be different soundtracks for each room, so that'd be quite nice if they did that again. And yeah, just generally give it a refresh. A lot of the lighting in there could do with redoing, especially where the screaming heads are. I mean, you can see all the mechanism and stuff for that, and it's just not the way it once was. So hopefully for next year money will get spent on that. I'd love to see Duel back to how it should always be, the haunted house, and get rid of them guns and turn it into a true dark ride like it used to be. A really good dark ride, one of the best, if not the best in the country when it opened. And yeah, I'd love to see it turn into that again. I really would. You're still playing with these huge hairy creatures?
Hairy creature.
And what's this one called?
Bert.
Bert?
Bert.
Hi Bert, I'm going to give you a tickle.
This is Bert. We've got the whole family here.
Whole family?
The whole family.
And you got some big balls there as well. Huge hairy balls. I do love these new hoodies for this year. Nemesis, set back its fright time. Obviously with Nemesis not having a shop and Galactica's shop being really small, you see all the stuff down here in Gloomy Wood now for Nemesis as well. It's available in grey and red. You got the t-shirts here as well. These are really nice, new for this year. £15 for the t-shirts, established 1994. What a good few years it was for the park. 1994, 1992, some big rides all around those years. Not too sure on that though. But I do like the fact you've got the resins. They had them last year, I think the resins were. And obviously you got the mugs here as well, quite a lot of merchandise. I must admit, at the Merlin Parks, they do know what they're doing in terms of merchandise. Really, really good stuff. And these resins, like I say, really nice collector's pieces to have those. Just come inside Sharkbait Reef. I've not been in here for a while, and look at this, all new lighting. That looks nice, doesn't it? LED lighting, look. White and blue inside this room. How nice does that make the room look? I do really enjoy it. It's one of those attractions that a lot of people do miss out on, and to be honest, I don't come in here as much as I should do either, really. I mean, I know it's just another sea life, a lot of people think. I actually think it's one of the best in terms of theming, and with it being nice and compact, you can soon get through it as well. It doesn't take, 10 minutes out of your day, you come through and have a little look. It's a really nice themed experience. Yeah, the lighting looks good. I wonder if they've done any of the other rooms as well. I didn't notice anything just in the main ocean tank. I'll have to have a little look. There's something going on today as well. The shark nursery.
Nursery, I want to see the baby.
Yeah, doesn't that look good, all the theming inside here? Yeah, really enhanced now by the lighting. Looks great. Skeleton Bay. Charlotte, why are pirates pirates?
Because they are.
What do pirates listen to music on?
An iPod.
An iPod, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh dear, the jokes get worse, sorry. I know Alex Crump. All new lighting all around the floor here as well. All the tanks are lit up really nice. It feels a lot more like you can see what's going on inside now. There was one round the corner just with like all UV, there was some blues, green, purple inside. You can just see a lot more now what's inside. It makes it a lot easier as well for getting video footage and also for taking photos as well. Yeah, I do really like it. Charlotte, I didn't realise you'd been put inside a tank. Hello there! It's like a snail, that one.
Rude.
Yeah. Oh, I'm only joking. I won't be mean to you today. Not with it being our anniversary. Hello. Some fibre optics in here. It's been enhanced so much. It looks great. The ghost of the sea. The ghost of the sea. Some jellyfish hanging up.
Fellow gentlemen of fortune.
Arr.
Black Bart here. I was swashbuckling my way across the ice seas, aboard the grand ship in search of treasure. The spot be close. I can feel it in my bones.
Can you feel it in your bones, Charles? Yeah.
Inside to show me the way.
I like that. It's so simple, just the TV screen behind it with the eye coming up there. Supposed to be this octopus. Little things like that. I do really enjoy this. I can't believe it's getting on a bit now at Shark Bay Reef. You can't tell though. Still in a really good condition. 2009 Shark Bay Reef open. Well, there you go. I've not seen that before.
At last, in the watery tomb, a trapdoor is where I was sitting.
So we're just making our way up to Dark Forest and we've just seen this retro ice cream van, the Whitby Morrison Heritage Ice Cream Van. That's nice, that is. How much carriage has that got? Look at that Walls logo on there as well. Looks like it's in action as well. You've got all the stuff inside there. Hopefully that'll be open later on. There we go, you've got the Rapida 2 inside there, look. Ice cream machine. Yeah, Rapida 2, we don't want the Rapida 1. Look at that, little things like that. They really add to the park experience. That's what I like about parks over in mainland Europe, really. They've got little little bits of heritage like that. I like that, it's good. And they've put it in a good location as well, outside the entrance to Hex, up here on Fountain Square. It's nice, that, isn't it?
I know, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's little things like that, what they should be doing more of, really, adding to the park. So, yeah, really well done for that one. Do like that. Of course, we're going to have a ride on Hex in a bit. We're going to go down to Dark Forest, or Intamin Forest, I like to call it. Of course, you've got Rita down there. Rita that opened in 2005, and 13 that opened in 2010, 7 years ago. God, I do remember the opening day for 13. Were you here or not for that day?
No.
No, right, it was a funny day because I was here with Jack and we ran down here to the ride. We got right down to the entrance, then got told everybody had to come back and wait up here because the ride wasn't ready. However, we then found out that Jonathan Ross was going up the lift hill with his family. Yeah, so we all got kicked out the area. I do remember, it does not feel like 7 years ago. In terms of crowd levels today, not too bad at the moment. It seems really quiet for the summer holidays. Not too bad at all. I suppose it didn't give out really good weather today. I mean, it's not really raining, it's just a bit of sort of residue in the air, really. Not too bad. Queues across park. Gonna have a ride on the two Interbeasts. Interbeast. Ride on 13.
Yeah, but there was loads of wasps in the queue after my coat.
Yeah, there's a lot of wasp activity. To be honest, Charlotte, I think you need to take this coat off.
I'm getting rid of it when I go to the car.
And you can get this nice Primark t-shirt on show then. Yeah, there's Mickey Mouse, both wearing the Disney. I'm wearing the Tokyo Disney Sea today. To be fair, I've got my coat on, but it is warming up. I mean, the weather's not too bad today. It's about 20 degrees it's given out for this afternoon. So, yeah, we had a good ride on 13. Doesn't feel like 7 years since that ride opened. I do really enjoy it. It's a really good family coaster. It was running 3 trains today as well. I just think it's a really enjoyable experience ride. All that theming, of course, the free fall section indoors. It's really enjoyable. I kind of hope that Secret Weapon 8 is a bit like 13, the fact that it's an experience ride. All the queue lines nicely done. With little features in it to look at, like the vehicle that's covered in vines and some of the statues. And then, of course, once you get into the station, you've got all the statues in there, which is really cool. Yeah, I just hope that SW8 is an experience ride, a bit like 13 is. In terms of other things here at the park then, I mean, Cloud Cuckoo Land, I think, is another area what really needs work doing to it. I mean, obviously, you've got the Frog Hopper, what's been moved now. That was done earlier this year. The Frog Hopper was moved from next to the Gallopers Carousel and put in front of the old Ice Age building. and they had this wall, which I did show you in the vlog at the start of the year. I mean, this looks nice, doesn't it? But
yeah, it does look nice.
it makes me sad to think there is a big dart ride building sat right there.
It needs to be sorted
And
out.
yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it should be take the lifts out and make it a proper boat ride again. And it'd be nice to
Like
see,
Toyland Tours.
yeah, like Toyland Tours style, a modern version of Toyland Tours or something along those lines. Obviously, the Cuckoo Cars driving school reopened for this year. And at least they've put a proper fencing down here. Obviously, we did lose another flat ride at the park, the Twirling Toadstool. I mean, there's not a lot left in this area now. What is there? 3 rides in such a big area. When you think it's a big space all the way from the Sky Ride all the way around to Hex on the other side, you've only got 3 rides. Of course, the Frog Hopper, Galloper's Carousel, and the Driving School. So I'd like to see more done in this area, and maybe that might happen for 2019. I mean, we could see a major new ride up here. To be honest, I think this would be a great location for a new water ride. I mean, you think we've lost the Flume, it'd be great to imagine like a Mack water coaster or something like that all running around here, a little indoor section. I don't know, something like that would really work at the park. But yeah, at least to put Frog Hopper there, it kind of looks better in front of the old theatre. Again though, that's another massive building what's just sat there doing nothing at the moment. So I'd like to think that when this area does get sorted out, we'll get either a massive new dart ride, maybe a water ride. I'd love to see a water ride. I don't know if they build one at this end of the park. So obviously you've got all the other water rides down the other end. That's all to do with like the drainage and that sort of stuff. So they probably wouldn't build one at this end because it would cost a lot of money to put in all the new drainage and stuff what it'd require. But it'd be nice to see if money was sort of, you know, no object. I'm sure they would put one up this end. So it'll work with it being a big family area. But yeah, it just feels a bit dead, doesn't it? I mean, you've got where the Frog Hopper used to be, just over there, which is sort of just the shed which is left there, which was the op cabin. So yeah, it does, yeah, something's definitely needed, even if a few more flats.
This season, yeah, it's my first time coming round.
Yeah, you're not seeing it this year, no?
Awful.
Yeah, it just needs some work doing to it. I mean, I know they went round and painted quite a few bits up, but hopefully this will be the 2019 project, something around here. Obviously another big building there as well, that's got the House of Monsters in. That was something that I did enjoy last Scarefest, House of Monsters. And as you can see by the signage that is returning for Scarefest this year. Talking of Scarefest, quite a lot of construction's going on at the moment. So we're going to have a ride on Hex, and when we come off, we'll have a look around the towers and through the conservatories and see what we can see for the Scare Mazes so far. I do enjoy Scarefest, it's my favourite time of the year. I think it's Charlotte's as well.
Yes!
We love it, don't we?
Favourite time of the year.
Love it, and it'll be the 10th year this year of Terror of the Towers. That's if it does come back, but from what we can see from construction, it does look like it's coming back in some form. So we'll make our way around there and have a little look. Have a ride on Hex on the way, of course. On a positive note, this looks really nice what they did to the driving school this year. Sorry, you're too big. Adults can't ride. A lot of people don't actually realise all this detail on the back of the door when they come into Hex. Just thought I'd show you that. A lot of people don't actually see that. Of course, all that original. Spooky! It's time to get spooky with Charlotte and Sean.
Okay!
The improvements to lighting in here for this year are fantastic. Hex has always been one of my favourite rides at Alton Towers, and it's great to see that the park realised that it just needed a little bit of TLC work doing to it. It looks the best it ever has done now, in my opinion. I mean, I remember riding this when it first opened. I was only a kid, but I remember coming on it. And in my opinion, I think it looks better now, the fact that you've got all these set pieces that are enhanced by the lighting. And the audio sounds really good in here now with all the new speakers, all the new sound system. So like I say, we'll go on Hex, we'll see you on the other side. We'll have a look at all the construction for Scarefest 2017. Can't wait. And of course the return of Screen Park Worldwide. Woo! Legend of the Towers. So we've just come off Hex. It really is one of my favourite dart rides out there, especially in this country. It's such a nice experience going through and just seeing all the lighting and the atmosphere that's created in there. And I think they did a really good job when it comes to overhauling the ride a little bit for this year. So, Scarefest, I mean, here we are at the exit to Hex. And this, for the past couple of years, has been the entrance to Terror of the Towers, which is one of 3 scare mazes inside the towers. I mean, last year we had Terror of the Towers, didn't we? Yeah. We also had the new maze last year, which was Alton Mantle.
The Alton Tours.
Which I did enjoy the Altonville Mine Tour. It was a very well-themed experience. Definitely the most intensely themed scare maze they've built here. For a really, really good attraction that was. And then we also had the subspecies, the end games, which was inside, didn't we, as well? And that's one of my favourites. Charlotte gets a bit scared in some of these, don't you?
I didn't complete subspecies last year.
Yeah, you had to be taken out a few times, didn't you, last year? Why go in it if you just have to get taken out?
Money.
Oh, you shouldn't go in if you don't like them. Yeah, but yeah, Scarefest this year. We haven't had a lineup released by Alton Towers just yet, but construction has begun. I mean, it's a shame that it's July and it's a really nice time to be walking around the towers, and they are closed. But I assume that, you know, well, Scarefest takes a lot of building work. We know that. I don't just have to assume it. We know it takes a lot of work. So obviously this looks like it's going to be the entrance or an exit to one of the mazes. Who knows? It could be an exit this year. We make our way up into the wonderful conservatories, just next to the Octagon room from inside Hex. That's the Octagon just the other side of there. Those of you that don't know the ride that well. We can see quite a bit of work's actually progressed just here. Let's have a little look what we can see. So obviously, what was this last year? This was the exit, wasn't it? Yeah, the exit to Tower of the Towers. Yeah. Oh, there we are. It's knocking the towers down. There we go. Oh, so you can see two coffins. I mean, that looks like the same it has done for a while, doesn't it? I mean, do you think that's an entrance or an exit? Maybe they've swapped it round, you're going to go through the other way. Or it could be an exit again. Who knows? But that corridor just, I don't know, the corridor wasn't like that last year, was it? There was an exit there, but it didn't look quite like that. So hopefully it'll get spruced up a little bit. I mean, like I say, it's been 10 years since Tower of the Towers came back. It used to be part of the original Spooktacular event when it was the Bloodfest banquet. Then it came back for 2007 for Scarefest, again with a different theme. And then obviously a few years later, we had What Lies Within, which it's been now for a number of years. It's been What Lies Within. I'd love to see Tower of the Towers be completely overhauled for this year. It doesn't look like it's going to be, but oh well, we'll see what it's like. Yeah, it's still a good attraction, isn't it?
I'd rather just have a new maze now.
Yeah, I'd like a new maze, to be honest.
Getting a bit samey.
Getting a bit samey. We know where the scares are, and as much as they're always changing little bits in there, like there hasn't been a year when it's been identical. They have always changed little bits.
Free?
Yeah.
You have to pay for it. It's like you're paying for the same thing every year.
Yeah. See what we can see down this way. Yeah, it's a shame really about that. I mean, this did always used to be the free maze, and then you had a couple of paid mazes, like when the Carnival Screams was here and stuff. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this one, really. There we go, you get another little view of it from there. Obviously, you've got the sign just out here. Million apologies, the Towers rooms are now closed to prepare for Scarefest. Scarefest returns for, like I say, that weekend there, then another weekend, then you have the full run through the event. Look, what happened to my coat, look?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, inside the conservatory.
To clean it.
Yeah, it's not very good, is it? We'll have a little look around the front there and see what else we can see in terms of Scarefest construction. Moving round to the front of the towers themselves then, not too sure if this is Scarefest related, but this bridge has been sort of, well, it's had scaffolding put underneath and you got all this down the side, some unclipped cable ties, so I don't like those, get my scissors out. I mean, it's going to need a bit of de-weeding, isn't it, if they're going to open that. I don't know if that's going to be maybe an entrance to a queue line or something, or even if it's Scarefest related at all. But imagine if Tower of the Towers had an entrance round the front here, that'd be nice. Yeah, all lit up round here. We could be seeing a bit of a different layout. It does look slightly different, doesn't it? The exit or entrance, whatever it is to Tower of the Towers around there. Yeah, not too sure if that is Scarefest related or not yet. Obviously, we'll make our way around here and have a look at what was Subspecies. Looks like it's going to be the same looking at the setup. In terms of the shipping containers will come out down the side here, and then you have the bridge that leads you over to it. Let's have a look. So the bridge is being built here, and obviously the shipping containers will be lined up just on the floor just here. You can see the markings of where they go. Don't think we'll see any change in there. What is it, the third year it'll be, won't it, for Subspecies this year? Really good attraction. It's won numerous different awards. I look forward to getting back there this year. Right, we're going to go and have some lunch, I think. Brought the lunch boxes today, haven't we, Charlotte?
Got the lunch box in Charlotte's car.
Yeah, so we'll make our way down and go and see what we've got for dinner today. You've got something good to share with the viewers.
Oh, I have today.
We'll see you back down at the entrance. What you got for the viewers today then, Charlotte?
Today I have
Oh, it's a cob.
It's a seeded cob.
A seeded cob, or a bap as some people might call them. A seeded bap cob. What is it, a bap or a cob?
It's a cob.
It's a cob. And here we are. This rock was built for picnics. Look at it. It's a perfect rock. I've never noticed that before. It's perfect. Well, I've got some Walker's Ready Salted Crisps. Got my sandwiches. Jam sandwich today. Get the energy, of course, as usual. And I've got a milker as well. Alpine milk, one of my favourites. Everyone want to make me happy? Love a good Alpine milk. Get me one of those. Love it. Don't worry, we are going out for an anniversary meal tonight, aren't we? We're not just being tight.
No.
This is just how we save money, innit? Why spend like £5 or £6 on a meal when you can come here and yeah, bring a lunchbox? But yeah, we're going out for a meal tonight, not at Alton Towers. We're going somewhere local to us. I say local, Alton Towers is even closer to home, so to speak, for our anniversary meal. So I can't believe it's been 4 years though, can you? 4 years. Oh, well, having a bit of a drop off here. That's it. You're not having any of my sandwiches?
Would you like to see what else I've got?
Yeah, go on.
Pom Bear original potato.
My God, he's
snacks.
off. Faster than Rita. Pom Bears,
Pom Bear
original.
original.
Yeah, potato snacks, yeah.
And they are no artificial colours or preservatives.
Is that it?
They're 79 calories a bag.
Wasp, yeah. Is that coat? You need to take that coat off.
I'm changing it to a yellow jumper.
Oh, that's going to be no good either.
It's like mustard.
Mustard.
Blech.
Right, we're going to have my lunch. See you back in the park. Back inside the park then now after a lovely and free lunch. Let's come for a little walk. Free lunch, that's what we like, don't we, Charlotte? Free
Fisherman's
lunch.
gone.
Yeah, that's it. What's this now? Is this the mustard top, is
This
it?
is the mustard top from Primark, £7 if you want.
£7 from Primark. Come for a walk around CBeebies Land. Happiest area in Alton Towers. It looks quite good considering it's a few years old now. Obviously you've got the new 2 attractions in there for this year as well. And you've got the originals like Postman Pat. Pretty much everything up this top section. 35-minute wait for Postman Pat. At least there's quite a bit in this area. There is a lot for kids here, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the
There's
thing.
a lot to do, and it's a nice area. I mean, it's brought a lot more life to the park. I mean, the farmyard was never really that popular, was it? You know,
farmyard, but
I did. It
it
was
never
quiet,
brought the
wasn't it?
crowds in.
No. Whereas this has brought the crowds. As much as I'm not always a fan of IPs, I do think they've done quite a good job with CBeebies Land. They kept expanding it. They had the Octonauts a couple of years back. And of course, this year, the First Jester Hotel and the Go Jetters Vroomster Zoom ride. And big queues. Just gonna have a little look round and see what the queues are like for the new attractions.
Use the lever, go to the car, that's where I like to leave it, like the car.
Some busy queues around in CBeebies Land today, proving to be really popular. 45 minutes for the Go Jetters, the new flat ride for this year. 45 minutes for the Octonauts roller coaster. Some big queues in CBeebies, and obviously we've got Spinball just round the back there as well. Let's have a little look at what the queue's like for Spinball Whizzer. This is the area that's really kept Alton Towers going though throughout the difficult past couple of years, isn't it? And I am glad they did it in a way. As much as I do miss the heritage, I do miss the buttworm. I wish I could just go outside and see it, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, the classic buttworm that used to be just around here, the interactive, that's now in my back garden at the World of Theme Parks. Managed to salvage that one. Yeah, it's a nice area, it's been looked after well, and obviously they're under the strict licensing from the BBC, and so it has to always look perfect at all times, and they do a good job of that. Wouldn't fancy waiting 45 minutes though for a little spinning flat ride. I think Dumbo's at Disneyland has a less queue than that. off Spinball Whizzer, opened in 2004 that one, and to be honest, where are you going? It's a really, watch the support, it's a really good family coaster. I mean, I always thought that it would have been great though if it had gone in black old tents and it was in the dark. This thing's in Charlotte though. I don't think we ride Spinball enough, do you?
The queue's always too many.
Yeah, it does get a big queue. I recommend with Spinball, come back to it, never do it at the start of the day, never do it at the end. Come down to it about this sort of time, about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And obviously you got the new I'm a Score track on there this year as well. We just gave the ride a little bit more of an identity. But imagine if it was an indoor coaster. I would have loved it if it was a dark coaster.
It had a big dome on it.
A big dome on it, yeah. Or just put it in black
dome on
old
it.
tent.
Get some disco lights, bubble, and it'll be fantastic.
Do it like X at Thorpe Park.
I love Exit Thorpe.
Yeah, we need to go and see that. There's a new I'm a Score track on that as well, yeah.
Shit, yeah.
You've not been down yet?
No.
We've got to go, yeah, we've got to. Also from there, you got a really good view of the lift hill on Secret Weapon 8 from the top. Really good, you looked over there and it gives you a good idea of how high it actually is. So we'll make our way down into X Sector, I suppose, and have a ride on the Smiler. Let's go. Smile always. Ride on the Smiler.
That was absolutely amazing and it made me smile. It was so good and I managed to get a cheeky front row.
It was advertised as a 40-minute wait, so we did single rider, didn't we? Which I must add was walk on.
Yeah,
I mean, single rider, we literally waited, what, not even 5 minutes. We walked straight through the queue, bagged straight in the hole. Really good operations on there as well, straight on with that one. But yeah, it's definitely not a 40-minute queue. It was literally just outside the correction block. So what, 15 minutes, would you say? 20 minutes tops?
It was running fantastic.
I saw you, she was holding on though. She says she goes with her arms
No,
up in
because
the air.
I don't want to hit the person next to me if I'm there.
If you're like a little jellyfish going woo. But at the end of the day, this is a special ride for us, isn't it? Because we watched it being built, and it's crazy to think that, you know, if it wasn't for the Smiler being built, me and Charlotte may never have met. And that's the only thing I'll take from this ride, the fact that I wouldn't have met Charlotte if it wasn't for this. So we might not have met until very later anyway. You never know, it might have been this year watching Secret Weapon 8 being built. Yeah, crazy. Well, there's a bit of new merchandise this
We've
year.
got this lovely new mug.
I must admit, I might not be a big fan of the coaster these days, but the actual merchandise for it is good. And this mug's really nice. I do
And
like
this
that.
is...
No price, £9. Oh, Charlotte's ruining the shop. Just pop that back. 3 for 2 and all drinkware as well, which is good. £9. The Smiler Inside Swirl mug. Nice technical name for that one. Nearly as bad as Megalite for a Megalite coaster. Happy Valley. You belong to the Smiler. You don't see as many people these days going around with the merchandise though. The Smiler.
Smiler t-shirt.
It is good. There's some nice items, isn't there? Still like the shops and stuff though, what Merlin Parks do. I must admit, they're laid out perfect, aren't they? Lots of ride merchandise. Like I showed you this stuff earlier on, the Nemesis. Because they have the little interactives as well. Is it going to work? I need to crawl all the way down. Is it going to work? Hey! There we go. I'm a bear. There we go. Tokyo Disney Sea. There it is. Yeah. What are you doing? You actually look like a Smiler bear with that top on, look. Now we'll have a little look at the 1998 B&M dive coaster, also known as Oblivion. Much more superior ride in my opinion. Oh, it looks quiet up there, Oblivion. Oh, it's practically walk-on by the looks of that. Love it. off Rita. I do enjoy the amount of airtime you get right at the end, just as you're coming onto the brake run. Really whips you out your seat, that one. We waited just over half an hour for Rita, running 2 trains today. Not too bad, I wouldn't really want to wait longer than that for Rita, to be honest, but it's not a bad coaster. Again, it's one of those, a bit like Spinball Whizzer, that we don't go on as much as we should do. I mean, when we come here and have a full day at Alton Towers, normally I come up here, just have a few hours, then go again. Every so often I come up here and do a full day like we have today, and I'll have a ride on Rita and Spinball, because they're definitely worth doing. How was your ride?
It's good. It's normally like, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I think there's a rough train and the smooth train on Rita, actually.
Too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, that one. I have noticed the difference between the 2 trains. Yeah, bearable, that was the key word there. I like that one. We're going on the sky ride now over to Forbidden Valley, where we're going to have a little look at Galactica, which has reopened after a long period of downtime. Let's have a little look round there. I probably won't go on it, but Charlotte might if there's no queue. Not a big fan of these flying coasters, especially with VR. It's not my ride at all, Galactica, but we'll go over and have a look, show you some shots, and then make our way down, do the KFC Mega Wave around the rapids, and have another look at SW8.
An extensive rabbit tower was described by the 15th Earl in the early 19th century, situated in one of the wildest and most desolate moorland hills.
What have we got here? Charlotte's. Pringles.
Texas barbecue.
Texas, she's got a mouthful. Texas barbecue sauce. So we're up here at Galactica. Do really enjoy the atmosphere on this plaza with that new I'm a School soundtrack that was brought in last year when Galactica opened. Quite a lot of people riding without the VR today, it seems. Quite a few people on this train coming round, and I've just been watching a few trains. It seemed like there was a full train just we weren't wearing the VR, and then you've got this train which has got a few people. Other trains, pretty much everyone's wearing it. No matter what, we're not a big fan. It's a 40-minute wait at the moment for Galactica. I mean, I do like what they did with the soundtrack, and I also do enjoy the portal, but let's be honest, it's a little bit pointless having that in terms of they expected everyone to be wearing VR, so what was the point in putting a big near-miss element? I know it looks great off-ride as well, but you think, you know, that sort of thing's added to enhance the ride experience whilst you're actually on it, and when you're wearing VR, you're not actually seeing it, are you? Or you're seeing it as a screen. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of virtual reality. It's not just on Galactica, it's on roller coasters in general. I'm just not a big fan of it. On the trip we did out to Europa Park recently, we didn't do any of the VR this time. I have done it before, but I'm just not a big fan of it at all. I'd much rather go on the coaster and enjoy it for the experience. We're not even going to ride the coaster today. It's a 40-minute queue. I'm not a big fan of flying coasters either, so we're going to give this one a miss today. I'm going to sit here and eat some Pringles instead. What are your thoughts on virtual reality in general? I mean, me personally, I don't like it, but Charlotte likes it. What do you enjoy about it?
I just enjoy it, but it gets a bit boring after a while.
Yeah.
That's the way
I suppose if you've done it after quite a few times though, people who've never done it before, you might find it good, maybe. Yeah, but I'm just not a big fan. It slows down throughputs.
I like it.
Yeah, me and Charlotte, we do have different opinions on certain things, but we respect each other's opinions. I think that's really important, both in a relationship and just in general in the theme park community. More people need to respect other people's opinions. It's like for me, Blackpool Pleasure Beach at the moment is my top park in the UK. That could well change next year. Who knows? Like, we've got the Mega Coaster in Blackpool, which is called Icon. Of course, we've got the unnamed wooden roller coaster, Secret Weapon 8 at the moment at Alton Towers. Who knows where things are going to go? But it's great to have different opinions and share them with each other. It really is, and that's what the theme park community is all about. Yeah, like I say, we're not going to ride Galactica today. We'll stand here and appreciate the I'm a Score audio, and I'll show you some off-ride shots. Next up then, we're going for a ride on the Congo River Rapids, which has actually had some new restrictions. We've got a new board up just here. Riders under 18 years old must be accompanied by an adult. That's it, we've got to go back. Yeah. Only joking. Yeah, new restrictions on this one, on the Congo River Rapids, aka the KFC Mega Wave. You looking forward to KFC?
Oh!
Was that a yes or a no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand. Oh. Also, we'll get some great views of the Secret Weapon 8 construction site from around here as well. Obviously, you can see the station building and the maintenance building from around here. Get a really nice view when we get up here to the top. I said there wasn't going to be much queue, but there is. Yeah. There we go. I know in the week it's not been as bad, but mainly that was because there was a lot of school trips here. Oh my god! Yeah, there's a lot of school trips here, so obviously they couldn't all ride because they weren't going around with the teachers. Yeah, it's probably what, 25 minutes or so wait. Here we go, look, we get a really good view of the station. All that work taking place. Look at that, really good view of all the tiles going on there. Off we go on the Congo River Rapids. Wait about half an hour for that one. Oh, we're gonna get anything? Whee! That's what we want. Some of the good stuff then. That's what we want. Whee! Who's gonna get the drop? Me or Charlotte?
You!
Ah! Whee!
Oh, just a sprinkle.
Just a little sprinkle. It's quite surprised that we're not sharing a boat actually with it being a half an hour queue. Yeah. Great views of the runaway mine train. One of our last rides of the day here at Alton Towers. We've had a really good day today. Like I say, it's not very often we come and do a full day. They got all lights in the tunnel in here now. Should make our way round towards the KFC Megaway. So light in here now. Road lighting, Matlin everybody. Just gonna get it, here we go. KFC, KFC, KFC. We are only a little sprinkle today. Not enough weight in the boat, that's why. It's very peaceful down here at the moment. Obviously no waterfalls on either side. It's a shame, isn't it? I really hope we do get some waterfalls back. I mean, yeah, if anyone was going to stand up on the ride, I suppose it was in that section, but surely we can't go on with things like that going forward. Hopefully we'll get to see some waterfalls back in action at some point. I think it'd just be nice if they put some higher sides on the boats. Maybe we might see that happen over winter. Just yeah, make the seats a bit sort of, well, you don't even need to do that. Just put some higher sides all the way around. And look at that, you get a great view of Secret Weapon 8 there, working on the lift hill. Well, that's what we like to see. There he is. Attaching some wire by the looks of it there. Oh my god, there we go, Charlotte got some there. Yeah. Obviously the station building just there as well. That was a good soak. Did you enjoy your ride? It was alright. Yeah, it was better with the effects, but it is understandable, I suppose, at the moment. Let's just hope this winter, maybe look at the boats so they can still run the ride to its maximum potential. Really hope so, going forward. Oh, God. So just before we wrap up our day here at Alton Towers, just thought we'd have a look in Towers Trading. And you've got some of the pin starter kits and some brand new pin badges. I mean, they're doing a bit of a Disney here, aren't they? Let's face it, this is going to be like Merlin pin trading, I suppose, in the future. There we go, you got a runaway mine train pin badge there. Congo River Rapids, that's quite nice. Mom. All these £3.50 and it's £14 for the starter kit just at the top. Then you got some classics as well, you got the black hole just there. That's quite a nice one. And then the corkscrew, that's one of my favourites. I mean, I have bought the pin badges. I do like those. Of course, you've got your Nemesis ones, Smiler, Galactica down there, a couple of different ones for Galactica, 13 and Oblivion as well. So it does look like they're really trying to start on this pin trade. And I mean, it does really well over at the Disney parks. Yeah, I mean, you look at the quality of these, they are really good. And if you're into that sort of thing, all the pin badges and all that kind of stuff, I think this is going to be really popular for Alton Towers going forward. In terms of other merchandise, all your ride stuff's now on that side of the shop. And you've got all your generic Alton Towers things on this side. What Charlotte found. What's that?
Pen sill.
A pen sill.
Pen
there we are. You got your snow globes, you got your massive Alton Towers resin up there. £25 for that one. To be honest, I don't own a lot of this new Alton Towers merch. It's just that much what they bring out at the parks. Oh, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, and it's pink. More for Charlotte, that one. But yeah, we've had a really good day at Alton Towers. We'll make our way outside and wrap up another vlog from the park, our summer vlog from Alton Towers. It's been good to see SW8 construction, of course, and make sure you check out our separate video where we look at that in a little bit more detail. We'll see you back on Tower Street. So we've come to the end of our day here at Alton Towers. It's been a really good day, and of course, me and Charlotte's 4th anniversary. It's been really nice to come to the park. If this park didn't exist, we wouldn't have met, would we? You know, it started our relationship, this park, and it's got a bit hot now, hasn't it? It's roasting, isn't it?
Roasting.
What's been the highlight of your day at Alton Towers?
Spending it with you.
Oh, I'm going to say that too. I've got to say that on our viewers, you know. I'm only joking. Of course, spending it with Charlotte at the place where we first met, and we had that ride on the Smiler earlier on, didn't we? And we might have done a single ride. We didn't ride together.
I still saw you.
Yeah, that's where we met. Yeah, holding on, she was holding on tight. And I was too. But yeah, we've had a really good day here. It's always good to come Alton Towers when the weather's nice. It wasn't that good this morning. Bit of residue in the air, wasn't there? But now, look at it, the sun's shining. We've done a lot of our rides here at the park. And thank you very much for watching. Lots of exciting vlogs to come in the next few weeks here on the channel. So make sure you stay tuned for more. Thanks for a great day, Charlotte, and happy 4th anniversary. From Alton Towers, that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys, and thank you for watching another vlog on Theme Park Worldwide.